welcome back to our channel, Design on the Dollar. I'm your host, Ida, and today we are going to do some ZGallerie inspired bookcase book holders. So what you're going to need for this project is some spray paint, some metallic gold, or whatever color you want your bookcase to be, but ZGallerie's is gold, so I'm going with gold. Some Mod Podge, some form of adhesive. I'm using the B7000. You know, I told you a while back in another one of my videos that I got this and I ordered it from China, and I think it's supposed to be the dupe for the E6000, but I just want to get rid of it, so I'm going to try this out on it. A paintbrush, something to weigh your books and stuff down with while you're working with them, while they're drying, and of course the star of the show, some books. Now I got these from the Dollar Tree. I bought 4 of them. 2 of them were the same book, so there was the same size and everything. So that's the thing that you really need to make sure, that if you don't have the same exact book, then you need to make sure that the books are same in height and the same in width, because the taller 2 were not a match. So that's what I had to do. I had to make sure that the width, the width and the height was the same. That's what you're going to need for this project. But if you want to see how I recreate the ZGallerie gold bookcase holders, just continue to watch. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, if your books have book case coverings on it, then you want to go ahead and take them off. Now this is a good time if you're a reader and you have some books that you want to get rid of to do this project. Also, you want to make sure that your book is a hardback, not a paperback, but a hardback book. So now that you have your books uncovered, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to take your Mod Podge and you are going to put it on the edge of the book. And this is sealing in the pages. This is making sure that the pages don't open, so you actually sealing, binding the book. And these are good for putting on your bookcase to hold your books together. But you could also use these as end table caps, decorations. Be careful and not to get glue where it's going to sit in one spot, because you don't want a bulky look on the end of it. Also going to open the front cover and Mod Podge that closed as well. The ZGallerie inspired ones of these are ceramic, and they're $168. I'm gonna try to insert a picture, and I am not gonna pay $168 for something that I can make that for the set is costing me maybe $5 if you add in the Mod Podge and stuff like that, and do it per book and not how much you spend for the package. Which I had the paint here already. I had everything here except for the books, because my books are packed down still from the move. Make sure that, I want to see if you can see it. You see right here where the book is kind of open, right up in there. You should be able to see. Yeah, where it's open at. You don't want that. You want a perfect seal on the book. So you want to make sure that the book is sealed perfect. Because when you put the spray paint on it, if it's not sealed, then you're going to be able to see the openings, the gaps. Okay, so this one is all finished and sealed up. So I'm going to sit this off down here, and I'm going to put some weight on it. So now we're going to repeat the process with the big book. And I'm going to set this one off to dry. Now, I'm going to let them dry some, but I'm going to work on the edges while they dry. Oh, and I forgot to say that you're going to need your hot glue gun. Now, if your book has a decorative edge already, then this part of the process you will not need to do. Just only if your books are flat edged like mine's are, and you want this look that the ZGallerie books had, then you would do this part. Okay, so with your hot glue gun, what you're going to do is you're going to take and you're going to put some lines, or first you're going to put a box, because the first one is going to be like a little box, and then you're just going to fill that box in with hot glue, and you want to try to keep them as level as possible. And we're going to do the same thing on this end. And then we're going to put some in the middle. And this would just be a straight line, straight thick line. Okay. So you got that done to the large one, and you're going to do the exact same thing to the small one. And so with the short one, you're going to try to get them in between the other ones. So I will put one right here. Okay, so you have that done. Now, normally you would probably want to give your Mod Podge probably about 2 hours or so to adhere to one another, but for the sake of the video, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next step, and then I'm gonna have everything sealed at one time together. So the next thing you will do is you will take your books, and you will place the large book down first, and then just get some of these stragglers, and then you will take and get your glue. Now you could use hot glue for this, but you need to make sure that it's all even and not uneven, so your books won't have any uneven spots in it. So I just think it's better if you use some type of crafting glue or E6000. And I'm going to place it on the small book. And you want to make sure when you place the glue that you place the glue on and make sure that the books are going to sit in the same direction. And if you're going to use this as an end table, you wouldn't, if you didn't want it sitting stacked up straight on top of each other, you can even glue the books this way, so it make it look like you got books and they're sitting different ways. Alright, and then you're going to take and place your book onto the other one, the large one. And where you placing it is, you want the bottoms even, and you want to place the top book on the inside edge of the top book's binder. So now that I have everything glued together, I am going to take my weight, sit it on my books, and let them dry for a few hours, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay guys, now that the books have dried, we're going to take the weight off of it, and as you can see, it's together. You don't have any cracks or anything in it, or gaps. You have your design on the side. And what I will say is that now if you want some texture to the front of your book, you can take Mod Podge and your brush and go down in strokes like this with it, and when it dries, it'll have like a little wavy kind of thing to it. And so when you spray paint it, you're going to get the same effect as if you would get right here. So it's good to have like a little bit of, like I have some glue here, some glue here, and I think what it's going to do is just add character to it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spray paint it. So I'll be back in a moment. Okay guys, so we're out here in the garage and we're getting ready to spray paint. Okay guys, and here you have it, the ZGallerie inspired gold book case holder. And as you can see, the detail that the hot glue gun gave to it, add dimension. And I will say to make sure that when you are putting your books together, that you put one of your short books, you got to make sure that you have them turned the right way, so that you won't have both of your short books on one side, down on the one side. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so if you have this like this, and if you would have put this book up here as well, place the top of it up here as well, then you would have to turn your books this way to get one at the top and one at the bottom, and they'll be opposite ways. So make sure when you're putting your books together that you have it in the right manner, because I didn't have it in the right place on this one, and I had to go and pull it apart. It just gave it some character up here, but I had to pull it apart and move it down. So I will say make sure that you do that. And the B7000 glue, it worked really well on the keeping the books together, because when I tried to pry one of them apart to fix it, the one that I had did earlier, it did not want to move or budge. So luckily the one I had did on camera was not dry enough, and I could peel it back and move it down, and then just reposition my weight on it. So that's the one way you can do it. And then with the books, you can also do it like this, where you have your books sitting on the table side, and you have, we'll just do it with one, and then you have the nice wine glasses sitting out on your tables, and you can take away that book and have these. And like I said, the ones at ZGallerie are ceramic, but I love this as well. And then you can do it like this, and you can have it on the end table, And you can have candles sitting. These could be candles sitting right here, or you can have a lamp. You can have your lamp sitting on it with your books. So you can use these in a lot of different ways. And like I said, it costs you probably about $5.50 to make a set like this. And the ZGallerie ones is $149 or $169. So don't forget to rate this video, comment down below, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're not a part of our family already. We would love to have you. And don't forget to share this video. Share it on all your different social media sites so that we can get our channel to 5,000 subscribers. So until next time, guys, I love you. Bye bye.